Star Citizen is boring. This is a very polarizing statement, I understand. I know there are some die-hard fans that absolutely disagree with me, and I know that there are skeptics that want nothing more than for people to criticize and say how Star Citizen, for lack of better words, sucks. But this is just my perspective. Star Citizen is a lot of fun for new players. I remember the first time I got into my ship, the first time I walked around Microtech, there is a sense and feeling of awe as you wander around the persistent universe for the first time. But as time goes on and you see more and more, it begins to feel mundane in a lot of ways. And although you can try out the different gameplay loops like mining, bounties, and cargo, there is a lack of things that your money can go towards. All of the money that you make in game tends to go towards ships. Sure, you can buy different outfits or different weapons for your ship and try and make it the meta ship for what the patch is, but there really is no end game for players that have played the game substantially. And I know I've made other videos talking about how the experience is the game with Star Citizen. It's not about the gameplay loops, it's about interacting with other people. And so I thought I'd come on and play devil's advocate and argue the other side. And I found this argument when I was playing as a solo player. And I realized that when you're not sharing experiences and you don't have other people on your ship with you, the game feels pointless. So now that I've stated my opinion about this, let me talk about the potential fix that I think would make Star Citizen far more enjoyable for experienced players that want a more viable endgame, and that is base building. Now, I'm not saying super complex modular base building, but I'm saying something simple like being able to put a landing pad down on a planet, maybe being able to have an outpost there as well. And perhaps even in this outpost, you could sell materials just like how the current cargo system works. So say, for example, you go and mine a very specific material. You could then offer that material at your outpost at your base. And so with each patch, maybe you could specialize in a different material. Essentially what this feature would do is it would encourage a different type of interaction in the game. Currently, there is cooperation between friends or the adversarial system of bounty hunter and pirate. And there is missing in this paradigm something in the middle. Something where instead of just cooperating with people from the get-go that maybe I know ahead of time, and instead of just cooperating with people because it's fun and nice, and instead of just fighting with people because I want to complete a bounty task, maybe instead we have something where each person has a mutual interest and there is a bargain and a trade. As the game is now, there is either cooperation for the sake of goodness or fun and experience, and adversarialness for the sake of doing bounties. And we all know the all too familiar feeling of the bounty that you're hunting down disappearing or disconnecting from the game because they don't want to die. We need base building because it would add an element of fear and scarcity to the game. Star Citizen lacks what Tarkov, what Eve, and what other types of games in its genre has, and that is this idea of losing something. And I know that there are future systems that are going to reiterate on this concept and really make the game feel hardcore, but something like a base being able to be raided, a base being able to be robbed would make the game feel so much more enticing to log back into as an experienced player, or as a player that has everything that they would like. What Star Citizen needs is more creative tools for people to enjoy the sandbox. Imagine being given the most beautiful basketball course but with no ball to play on the course with. That's what Star Citizen has started to feel like for me. And the best solution, in my opinion right now, is to add very, very simple features with very, very efficacious effects. And base building is one of those features. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.